Hello there, we got Ada, hello there. Let's play some music. Alright, I'll admit I was a bit distracted then. I've just been... Yeah, I've been an idiot this afternoon. Went to the shop, get something for tea tonight. And without realising, I pulled my phone out of my pocket and my AirPods case fell out and I haven't been able to find them. So yeah, I've now got a pair of AirPods that will not charge and I've got a case that's missing. So my assumption is someone's nicked it because I had a look around where I pulled my phone out. It wasn't there. It was up the shop, obviously. I asked at the counter, no one's turned it in. So yeah, I'm frustrated right now. I've just been looking at while the intro was running what the cost to replace them would be, or to replace the case, and yeah, it's not what you want, let's say that. So yeah, I think they do. This is the weird thing. When I'd walked back to my house when I realised it. So first thing I did was go and find mine, thinking, all right, I'll see if they're up there, and it showed up there. But I wasn't sure if it was like a delayed thing, you know, like maybe it hadn't caught up to me walking back down the street. So I went up. I couldn't see him. I'd also got my dog at this point, so yeah, that was another awkward thing. So obviously I couldn't go in the shop with the dog. So yeah, I thought, all right, I'll take Dee back. I'll walk back up and I'll see if they're there. And they're not. So yeah. I get the feeling in the time it took me to get Dee back, someone picked him up. But yeah, frustrating. It's just that dopey thing of, you know, like jeans pockets? You've got like the little mini pocket. I put them in there, you see, because they just fit there. But I've started also putting a set of keys in there that are for, like, my side gate. So, yeah. You found them for a £5? I know mine were AirPods 2. I don't know if that has an impact on it. Here we go. Okay, so that's not bad if you can just buy a spare one. I actually thought you had to go via Apple, because I didn't know if there was like a, how'd you phrase it, a connection between the AirPods themselves and the case. So I thought if you lost one, the other was kind of dead. So yeah. That's not bad. Alright, that's a lot more palatable, because even though £13 a month was reasonable for a new set, I'd rather just pay the same amount once and continue using the ones I've got, for the simple fact, even though the batteries are a little bit dud, they do what I need. You know, I don't really listen to music that much, but when I do, I like having them, you know, so yeah. Alright. Thanks for that, Ada, because literally I just got 5 minutes while I was starting the stream up to have a look. So, yeah, appreciate it. Alright, I've got another battle I can just hop into, and I can just drop a text to my mum in case she hasn't heard any of this. Because I don't blame her for... I stress. I won't mind, but I try and encourage her not to stress, and I stress as well, so we're as bad as one another in a lot of ways. Oh, by the way, I started my climb at 16, so we've got a long way to go. I didn't say it, by the way, Snappy. Hello there. I was in full flow, and I just didn't want to stop myself, but hello there. Don't mean to be rude. Alright, scimitar in. Can I open this? Let me just clear all this lot. I don't know if anyone else is like this, by the way. I have like I've started using the phone link app on my PC, or at least I'm trying to use it. It can be a bit hit and miss, but I find it funny how it picks up like every single notification that is on my phone, which when I'm not streaming is handy. You know, it's like, you know, if I'm not looking at my phone, it's handy to see something. But on the flip side, it's like here, I've got like a whole bunch of notifications from like my local news, and I'm like, I've got 26 calls showing, even though I've not had any calls. It's like, ugh, okay. Alright, I have got a little plan if we run short with this GAC, for the fact that I've got Infinite on Marvel Snap, but I haven't actually done Grand Arena on Snap. So I could do with getting some battles in. So if we do GAC quick, then we can do another Grand Arena straight after. Main reason that's popped in my head to do is I did pay for that premium pass again, and I'm like, I would like to use it. Need a rebel lineup. Well, I'm going from what I saw in Discord earlier: Mon Mothma, Kal Katarn, Captain Drogon, Hoth Rebel Soldier, not Soldier, sorry, Scout, Hoth Rebel Scout, and who's the one I'm missing? Pow? I think I missed Pow. That is a rebel lineup. I really miss using that team. It's still decent for cleanups and whatnot, but it's pretty fun when it just starts going. You know, not fun to face against, granted, if it starts going and you can't stop it, but in general it's fun. You know, some of these mods could be cruddy, but I'll tell you what, for the episode currency, it's worth just nabbing them for when they've got 5 speed on them. And also, I know that these are not, like, imperative to pick up, considering data cache and all that, but... Yeah, I feel like it's worth just trying to keep my Gear 12 supplements up. I mean, a little update since the last time I streamed. I've got Parrot King Hondo now at Rallygate, so that's something. He's also got 4 Zetas instead of the 3 I think he had originally. I've remodded him, so he is actually pretty fast, 609. You know, I'm pretty happy with that. He's missing Look First, Ask Later, and Pistol Panache Zetas, so we will work on them. And we've got 2 out of the 10 ult mats, so I'm hoping he can be done within a week, if I'm being optimistic. I will need to start saving, though, for these Shard Shop refreshes, though. That ult tier is very expensive. I mean, 84, it's not cheap. I mean, thankfully they're both the same, but yeah. I mean, I could afford some 100 refreshes. I suppose we could try and do a tier today, just to get it done. I need to start making a list as well of things I need to rallic up a bit. I mean, obviously I need to do the Ahsoka Rex. I won't get Ahsoka so that all my GLs are done. But after that, I would like to start making a list of things that I need to take up. It's like why I've left the clones here. They need to go up a bit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I feel like the ult cost is very expensive compared to the other ones. I'll be honest, right? When he said go make a profit, I thought, that isn't one of his abilities, is it? You don't try and tell me to do one of his abilities. I honestly know Hondo. You know, I'm fluent in his kit. Yeah, we still haven't got a fleet battle to hop into, so I'm going to wait for that, and then we'll get into Grand Arena. And then we'll do another one before kicking off the battles. Honestly, this is where the era stuff winds me up, because it's like, we can't even do this to just goof around for 5 minutes. You'd hope, wouldn't you? I mean, this is where I don't know what they're thinking with the next GL. I mean, is it going to be that the next GL is... Sorry, I thought it was going to die then. Is the next GL just going to be farmable via these Colosseum and Marquees? Like, I don't know. It feels like it's going to be weird. Because all the Rex will be Gear 12. Well, all the new stuff anyway. They'll probably be about 4 stars. Unless people, you know, obviously go up higher. But are they going to lock it in behind this era stuff like they're going to do with Maul? Because, again, that would suck. But I don't think they would. They've not done any GL that you can't go for straight away. Or at your own leisure, essentially. You know, it would be such a weird thing for them to do, to say, right, we're now making GLs time-gated. I don't know. I'll stand by. I need to get Ahsoka very soon. It's not that... I recognise that she's like the... How do I phrase it? She's probably gone up a bit with that event. She's got the Night Sister Coven or whatever it's called. But she is still like the bad relative of the GLs to a degree. But I just see her all the time on defense, and it's like... having the ability to put her on defense means that I've got something else I can use on offense. And it feels like it costs me still. So the sooner I can get around that, the better. Just checking, where am I? 56. Might go back there in a sec. If I thought a battle would take less than a minute, I would give it a go. Alright, little confession, this cup, it was meant to be, I say it's meant to be, might still be a caramel latte, but I'm looking at it, and I can't see any coffee. It looks like milk, and the caramel's very strong, so I can't actually taste the coffee. Well, it's a good job I don't mind caramel. It's just that moment where you're drinking it and you're going, did it actually put the coffee in this? Or am I just having a sugar rush? Alright, we do 5-1. This is the irritating thing about my flick climb. The last couple of days I've been knocked back to about 16. I'm not really wanting them to do something with Fleet, but it's like... Well, I suppose I am, really. I want them to do something with Fleet so I've got a better chance of holding. The trouble is, anything that is pay to win, essentially, will knock me down. So it's like, as much as I want it, I don't want it. Like, I'm not asking for Marquees right this minute, because I think adding it with Colosseum being the new thing, it's like, oh god, that could be a problem. But if they made mods free-to-play accessible, I'd be down for that. You know, obviously you just mod your Leviathan up to the wazoo. don't know. I don't know what the fleet solution is in terms of short or long term. Because it seems like until they come out with the next Galactic Legend ship, if you like, Leviathan rules. I mean, obviously you can counter it with like Mace or with, say, Executor, but it feels like they've killed a lot of the others. There we go. Also, I was talking about like relics I've got to do. I completely ignored Smee in that lot. I mean, the fact Smee's only relic 1 feels very pitiful because I know he could be very good for me. Not just... How do I phrase it? Not just because... You know, he's a heavy-hitting character. But also, I know he's good in TW. And it's like, I want Chippen for my guild there. And it's like... Alright, I need to build him up so I can actually benefit from any armies he gets. Alright, sent this time. Cool. That felt like a long one. What was that? 3 minutes 5? Damn. Okay. Alright, so let's just start looking at Grand Arena and whatnot, and we'll ease our way into it all. So, for the record, I did lose the last round. I was in a bit of a rush on Monday. But yeah, it finished 1-2 for the week, so a bit unfortunate. This round we're up against Julian Chan, though. It says they're in a guild. Is that true? Oh, they're in a question mark guild. Alright, that's different. You know, when I think about it, it would have been a blank line, wouldn't it? So, yeah, teaches me. And they've got a GP. Doi. Alright. Read. Okay, so let's see. IGP on my side, 13.5 mil to 13.2. It's only marginal, but still, every little counts. Not too much to read into that, because that's all sort of flexible, I guess. They've got more Zetas. I'm 371, they're 400. I've got more armies, 79 to 62, and more GAC armies, 61 to 53. Look at speeds, 121 to 21 on the 25 pluses. That's got to count for something. In, you know, in the grand scheme of all this round. 20 pluses, 368 to 161. And 15 plus is 563 to 478. So they did catch me up a bit. Even if they weren't beating me, they were still catching me up a bit by that point. Got more offense mods than the 6 pluses. They've got more 4% pluses. I don't know what the D is. Is that defense mods? I've never really looked for defense mods, so didn't realize I was farming them. But yeah, apparently I've got 14% plus defense mods. Cool. Relics, we're winning on scores. That's a surprise. 21 Relic 9s to 16. 21 Relic 8s to 20. 99 Relic 7s to 79. They're only winning on the 6s. Again, with Relic Delta, that should be very helpful. Decrons, they've got 2 more than me, so that will count for something. They've got Ahsoka, where I don't. And even though I did lock in Hondo at Relic 7, he only had 3 Zetas at the time. So, yeah, he's still not going to do too much. But yeah. Anything else noticeable? Not by the looks of it. Alright. let's have a look at what they've done then. There we go, that's better. So we're facing Gungans, Great Mothers. Okay, they got a tank there, even though they haven't got. Oh, I suppose they have got a tank, haven't they? Damage reduction for Morgan, that could be annoying. Finn Zori Finn with light side turn meter. Okay, again, that could be good, especially with tank revive. Braver with a Barris Kron for healers. Or good level 6 for healers, I should say. Tarkin. Tank Kron for SWGOH. I was about to say Shore Trooper because I saw Shore Trooper here and I'm thinking, nope, that ain't Shore Trooper. So yeah, again, it could be kind of annoying if SWGOH comes back, but I've been using Treya there, so it shouldn't be an issue. Rey. She's got the level 9, but not the decent level 6. It's not an attacker Kron either. Lord Vader. Starting the battle with protection up. The gaining offense when debuffs expire. That could make Bo-Katan difficult. So I'm wary of going for Bo there. Ahsoka with Sabine and Ezra. It's bulk tank revive for Ahsoka. And a base level 9 that's irrelevant. So they got a fair chunk of armor pen as well. We'll have to check speeds just to see if Ezra's faster. Jabba, okay. Gain speed up on a basic, interesting. They inflict mark on when they attack, fair enough. And Hondo with Silvo and Vane. So, my thoughts are... Oh, that reminds me, I haven't shown you my defense. Let's go in and show you, because I have altered it from last week. They haven't attached yet. We've got, if I just move my cam, there we go. We've got Adrad again, that has stayed. We've got Jawas again. They were on the back wall, I brought them forward. We've got Qui-Gon. We've got Gas with Arc and Echo. And we've got Omega with Crosshair and Wrecker. They might be a little bit spooked if they see Omega on the front wall thinking I've done that Darth Vader thing. I am not that filthy. And hopefully they aren't. Alright, South Wall, we've got Maz with Quick Golden Kicks. I genuinely don't know if this is a decent lineup for threes, but my Athano was only Relic 3, so I figure I might as well pair it for survivability. We've got Balin. Again, Balin feels like an odd one to put on defense because I have liked using him on offense a lot lately, but I thought let's throw him down and see how it goes. Lord Vader, we put the Iden Kron on because I thought there's some decent stats in there. Maybe it'll buff the Lord Vader team up, and I'm pretty sure it's what I faced last week and it stopped Bo, so we'll try and just do an anti-counter Kron there. We've got Tarkin with a damage reduction for tank Kron. Hey, Updrafts, how you doing? Also, there was a chunk of armor pen there, I think. And similarly, armor pen, light side defeat, get buffs and speed. Good level 6, good level 9 for Rey. So it's not an attacker Kron, but it's still decent for her. So we'll leave it there for that wall. But let's move this back here. And let's start planning, because I have switched things around. Like, I've got Athano on offense. I've not used Athano on offense in a long time, so the potential for that is odd. Yeah, my attacker Datacron, I've got 2, I think. Well, actually, let me correct myself. I've got 1, and I've got an attacker level 6, so I'm going to take it to 9 and then re-roll the 6. So yeah, it's not perfect by any stretch. Let me just pull this up, and I want to just check that Ezra. Yeah, feel free. 348 Ezra, so I should be fine. My Great Mother's are 343. Oh, sorry, Ezra's 348. My Great Mother's are 343 before we even get into speeds and all that. So, in theory, we should be okay. But I did lose Great Mothers last round, so. Oh, I can say that was with Tank Cron, so that could have played a part. Alright, still, I feel like we persist with Great Mothers there. I feel like that should be it. And that could be nice for him. I feel like I've left a lot of Darkside Crons for offense this time, which is good because I was struggling last week, but just a bit of a surprise. Yeah, tentatively I'm going to put... Where's that Cron I saw? Was it this one? I think it was, yeah. I think we'll put that one on for them. If that works, we can then do layer on Lord Vader, which is a little bit more comfortable. I'll sort the Crons in a second. Rey could then be seared. Jabba, we've got Queen. Somewhere. There we go. Pirate King, we've got Slacker. Boss, Bo-Katan, I guess. Great Mothers. I mean, I'm thinking Reva. I need to take the ninth sister out of there. I mean, I could potentially do Malgus as well. Yeah, I'll put the Malgus comp down for now and we'll see how it plays. Finzori. There's a bit of a speed jump there. Again, I'll put Reva temporarily, but we'll play around with that. Reva... again, very tentatively, I'm thinking Gungans. I'm just going to put the Gungans down. I'm not going to use those three. And then we do Treya here. Because like I said, that has been working, so I feel like we'll keep that. I'm going to put the Rex Cron there because I know I want that there. Let's try and work these Crons out now then. Light side. Offense, maybe? Armor pen? Yeah, we don't want the attacker Cron for this. That could be alright. Just a bit of tenacity, a bit of armor pen. Nothing crazy. Now, I feel like that one deserves a decent Cron. Have we got Ufus? Actually, armor pen would be nice. Yeah, again, that's okay. Nothing crazy, but it's okay. Queen. I feel like I only need survivability on this one. Out of these three, I think it'd be this one. Health and protection. Yeah, go for that. Then Slacker. That's the good one, so it's got to be that. And again, from there, I'm kind of happy to just leave it in terms of, yes, there are other things to take into account, but I won't see the back wall really until we cement anything on that wall. So, yeah. All that planning has given me time to just get a fleet battle in. So, let's wrap that up. Just seeing your DM drafts. One second. There we go. So, hello there as well, Luke. How you doing? So your racks, you've got 7 on Kylo, 5 on Officer, 5 on Stormtrooper. Yeah, just having to run through what the army had. Kylo, yeah. Phasma, yeah. Sith Trooper was a 5. I was just thinking he does go to 7 for Leviathan. Yeah, it was for Leviathan, I think. First Order TIE Pilot. I thought that was only a 3, so you've probably gone over there, but hey, fair play if you wanted to do it. I think Hux was only a 5 as well, but the fact he's 6, it doesn't hurt, because Finalizer kind of likes 6 or 7. So it looks like Special Forces, the only one that's not there yet. Yeah, you've done really well there, drafts. Should be getting him pretty soon. Luke, good. You got almost max banners. Your opponent attacked once and gave up. I've seen that a few times since Delta hit. I think a lot of people felt demoralised at the prospect, so they've just hit it and quit it, as it were. I mean, I don't feel like I've got to that point. I say that, I don't feel like I'm close to that point, but I respect why some people might be feeling it. For instance, Maul in the chat has been saying Delta's had an impact on them, so again, I understand it. That's rough. I went 1-2 if it's anything. Not great, not as bad as 3 losses, obviously, but yeah, I know what you mean. You could go 0-3 in a week. You feel like you need a win early in the second week, don't you? Well, that's how I feel anyway. You know, you've got minimum crystals all week. You kind of want to get a little boost to your income. I mean, I'm grateful they gave us those 5k crystals. It's buffed me back up a little bit. I wasn't in a good spot. I had actually overspent trying to get IG90 to 5 stars, and I didn't actually do it. I mean, I could splurge now, but it's like, it's not worth it now. Alright. Let's give this a whack. If this goes wrong, we're going to need a really big rethink. So we've got bulk, we've got armor pen, we've got health, we've got offense. Potency's kind of an it, but hopefully all those things combined are enough to just give us enough. The downside, Relic 7 versus 9, 10% damage reduction and increase for them. Used a lot on Proving Grounds doing refresh to get Queen Amidala quicker. Hey, she's a good character, so it was worth trying to do that. I do agree. Drafts. Grandarini, I know it isn't the best way, but you want to figure a good team for offense and defense. Where you are, I'm wondering what that team should be. Okay. If you've put some ideas down about what you've got available, we could brainstorm, as it were, but a little bit tricky just doing it without an idea. Anything with crit damage, I can have a look. I don't think I actually penned this one in. Let me have a look. Yeah, I think I did, actually. Where's that gone? Okay, Sia got that one. I could move that from Sia if you think that's best, and put it here. It's stood on the 3 and 369, but it's got 44 crit damage. Yeah, after that, I don't really have many good options. Yeah, my first Dark Side one doesn't have crit damage on it. Hey up, Ruth. How you doing? Phoenix with Rex early game is good. I would have thought. Okay, so I suppose that's the question then. Do we go if we're talking about this team? Which one's better? 44.5 crit damage or 155 armor pen? Okay. Drafts the most you faces GL Kylo, Jabba, or Rey. Yeah, that's going to be very tricky for you to counter. Probably Night Sisters could do... like when I say Night Sisters, I mean Mother Tells in Night Sisters could do something with Jabba, but you're probably going to be struggling to take something out that to take out a Rey or a Kylo. I would guess, anyway. Let's minimize this. I'll equip this and look at Spirit's kit. I assume we're looking here. She has 100% offense and her attacks nor armor, I assume you're talking about. I did know that for what it's worth. That's true. Yeah. I can understand what you mean in the sense of if she's ignoring it, you don't need to be able to penetrate it. Yeah, completely understand that point. Just out of curiosity, what class are these? Support. Right, that... I was actually asking myself that. I thought... I wasn't sure if they were an attacker off the top of my head. It makes sense they're a support, but... I don't know why, because this team always gives me vibe of attacker. I felt like they were, if that makes sense. Ignore me, I'm rambling. Alright, let's give this a go then. Like I say, we need to get Ezra out. Okay, Sabine. Doom. Bless. Spirit. Bye-bye. I'm going to do that even though it's not really time, just so that we get the frenzy. Ah, not enough. Oh, yes. Okay. I thought we hadn't got enough then. I was worrying, but we got the git down. Right. I think that stun came in clutch. I think if we hadn't stunned, he would have got a turn and things could have got messy. So I'm so happy that landed. For all I know, Spirit's stun can't be evaded. Let me check that because I don't want to be a complete idiot without checking. No, it can be evaded. Cool. All right. You know, I genuinely wanted this year to do a thing where I go through all the kits. Like, I wanted to do a series of it. I did the first one for Sortie as a short, and I just ran out of steam straight away because I was like, I'm not sure this is something people want to watch. Plus, actually creating YouTube shorts is a little bit of a pain in the arse for this game. I feel like it needs to be said as well. Now, if I can actually get this vertical thing set up, I will try it, but that's another thing entirely. Oh, you little git. You know, she takes the mick how she heals up Ahsoka. Is there anything actually causing that? Whenever they critically hit while taunting, they recover 15% health and protection. Right. So, when you say a misplay, right, can I just clarify? Did I... Oh, hang on, I've just realised she's back to bloody full health. Was that actually a turn order issue, or was that, like, Because I'm trying to think, Spirit shouldn't be ahead of Morgan, should she? I know I made sure I basicked Sabine. Alright, I worked out what you mean now. So essentially you're saying that with the, when I basicked Sabine, I should have basicked Ezra and then mass assisted on Sabine. Right, okay. Not what I would have thought, but... Alright, I get what you're saying, because then the blind goes on. Alright, it's alright, I replayed it in my head. Yeah. It's alright, that just threw me for a second then. Yeah, I think I forget about the blind sometimes. Also, it feels worth saying this tank cron is annoying. You would like to think... you'd like to think we could do it, but I'm not actually convinced we can. I mean, we could clean up, but I don't... I'm assuming with JKR. Yeah. Just the kind of thing you want around the holidays. 10 stacks of armor shred. You know, might as well just keep building them up, I guess. Oh, wow. Sugar. Oh, well. A two-shot it is. I'm just content I got Ezra out, because that was the thing that was nagging at me. But, alright, we'll take it. Battle, we got a loss. Killed those two, though. I'm saying impossible just for the fact that... Well, I don't know if you could see why I wrote that. It's impossible to take down, I wrote. I feel it's apt just in the sense that... Perhaps if I was Rallic 9 on my Great Mothers... Well, not even my Great Mothers, really, my Spirit. Maybe I would have been okay in the sense I could have gone blow to blow, if you like. I could have actually got it down before the damage was there, but... Or before the healing kept kicking in. But, yeah, I think I'm just... being a bit unrealistic with that. My gut is saying to do Raven. That did work for us last time. Felt a bit scary, but Raven... Yeah, I got Cal in my head and I was thinking, could I afford to skip him so that he could stay with JML? But the thing is, I don't necessarily need him with JML. Yeah, we can afford to give them. It's just that thing of... Alright, we got anything decent spare on the light side? Yeah, the revive's going to be a pain in the backside. I very much doubt I've got riposte. Nope. um... You see, I don't want to use that Lando Cron, but... Say no, we have got 2 attackers. I don't know. Would stack the offense up. That might be worth it just to make sure we get through it. It's the only attacker Cron I've got, but the plans I've got elsewhere don't demand it. So I feel like we might be okay to use it, just to ensure we get through. It doesn't help. Alright, I mean, I'd rather save it. Could use Bo-Katan, that's an option, yeah. Bo-Katan was for the Gungans, but I can always shift something for the Gungans. Yeah, I know how it works because of obviously Revan's lead with the... how we used to kill Nest. Last time it actually took me by surprise. I didn't realise I was going to kill Ahsoka when I did. Go on, I'll stick with that. Is this the Gungans I'm on yet? Let's put the bow back there. It's just that thing of it just feels very filthy, this. You know, like it could go wrong very easily. Actually, can I mute these? Cheers. Go on, we'll pop that one. It's a bit of crit damage and offense, I guess. Yeah, they've got a chunk of armor. Well, the Ahsoka's got a chunk of armor pen and crit damage on top of bulk. Let's just hope we can get through her. Like I say, hopefully time it right. That felt weird. Yeah, okay. My concern was that he didn't keep riposte if I kept using it, but I'll be honest, I should have remembered TB where he does keep it. Yeah, he gains it for 2 turns, right. Yeah. There we go, that's one. There we go. I've got to say, second time I've done that this season, it is bonkers how quick she goes from, you know, decent health to, oh yeah, she's one shot. So yeah, pretty funny. Alright, battle, I did not see the banners there, it was 12, so 34. At least it's down though. Yeah, it was one of those where it's not a battle I like doing that, but it is pretty funny seeing the outcome, so I don't mind it. You know what I mean? Alright, let's get on to Hondo, because I feel like he could give me some jip if this goes awkward. One of these is the good one. Damage immunity. Alright, let's poke Silver. Silvo's back. Thank God for damage immunity. Pass that to Ray. Oh, okay, cool. I'm surprised you can do that to GLs. Or at least as surprised as I can be. I'm going to say now would be the time to have a nice banging AoE on Silvo. There we go. Okay, I didn't actually mean to hit Hondo then. Okay, so there's going to be a revive on Silvo. I think. Oh no, okay, I didn't know if we got him in ult or not. Hey, I'll take it. Alright, 57. Cool. What shall we do next? See ya? Yeah, I did borrow a Kron there. Go on, we'll apply that. I was looking for the one essentially that didn't give C a turn meter. Alright, let's just tap Ray. Damage immunity, nice. I didn't really have a chance to hit her then. 33 stacks. Can we get Cal? No, a bit early. Oops, no, maybe. What do I know? Not early. Okay, a little bit awkward. I mean, I will take that as a scenario. Yep, bye-bye. Your madness comes to an end. Okay, I've obviously used a chrono penciled in somewhere else. There we go. And that was 50... I did not count that. I'm going to say 56. I'm probably wrong. Alright, Leia. Leia or Queen? Let's do Leia. Alright, I've just seen that break's going to run if I don't snooze it, so I'm just going to do that. Hopefully we can get the wall cleared before the ad break. Bye-bye, Appo. Cool. It's nice when they just go away when you tell them to. Just feels like they're listening, you know. You're not talking to a brick wall. Go on, take some offense, Drogon. Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, that Nightfall is an attacker, so... I was thinking if there's a way I could just heal up Drogon a little bit, but nothing more than just using him. In his defense, he's actually got pretty well recovered on his own, I think. Right. Pull the rug. So weird with Leia. I'm kind of looking at her and thinking, can you just cleanse a little bit? Okay. 56. Pretty straightforward. Right, and I haven't got a Cron for Queen now, but we'll use the Ben Cron. I'm gonna say it's not particularly what I wanted with that bit, but hopefully Queen will override it. Relic 6 on Bush and Chrysanthemum, so we should be really fine here. I mean, it's a 3 relic delta, so yeah, it's noticeable. You right, Duck? Do you need me? Give me a holler if you do. Okay. Right, let's do it. Okay, so Qui-Gon did override that. That's interesting. Okay, that could be irritating. Bush is gone though, so that's the main problem gone. I mean, there's nothing threatening about a deadly bluff if she's gone that quick. In that respect, it's more difficult to take out Jabba, but we do that. It's a good ad start. There's Jab Jab gone, and that Chrysanthemum? Yeah, 57. Smooth sailing. Alright, so I'm going to run that ad break I was talking about. And yeah, While that's going, I'm going to be, at least on the YouTube side of this, I'll carry on just doing my plan for the next part of the round. And then Twitch, we can hopefully get straight back into it. So, ad break running. And let's get this sorted. There we go. Right, that was 57. Let me just log it before I forget. So we've got a mace to deal with Jocasta and Temple Guard. That's unusual. No Dapper. Got Maz, Smee, and Quigold. Okay. Qui-Gon, Caloran, and Anakin. Enoch Knight, DTP. Okay, that explains why Ithano wasn't there, I guess, but Ithano, Hondo, Nest. Okay. Interesting. Let me put this in Twitch. Well, I'll put it in both chats, obviously, but... For YouTube, just in case you don't see it straight away. Actually, YouTube might see it. For some reason, Twitch chat isn't connected here right now. Let's see if I can fix that. That is weird. Am I still on Twitch? I haven't gone off, have I? Alright, I don't know what happened there. Alright. Let's work this out anyway. So, there isn't an army on Temple Guard there, so we'll do... Not these two. We'll do C-Watt and B1, if I can find B1. I'm hoping he sticks out a bit, but... Oh, well, it. Yeah, try and spot a droid is difficult, but we got it. Oh, it didn't matter. Okay. Let's just add a droid in. I'm going to have to start adding things like this to my custom squads. Alright, so we'll do that there. Maz. If anyone's actually in the chat, I'm wondering what you would be using Saw Gerrera on right now, because I've got that on my list here, and I'm like, I wouldn't really know what to do with him. He feels like a very odd offensive team right now. Can I actually reverse engineer it on SWGOH, like what people are using him for? Okay, Saw's beating Finn's. Tarkin's... I don't know how reliable that is. Rex Rex 5s. Gungans. Okay. Could be interesting to try it on Ithano, because the Ithano I don't think I'm pretty sure it didn't have kicks. Did it? No, no kicks in there, so maybe we could try Saw that. Only issue is Hondo will take the first turn, but saying that, he's got to mark the... he's got to captive the worthless guy, so we should be okay in that regard. We'll try it anyway, just for experiment, I guess. And at that point, I'm in quite a lot of comfort because I can do JML here. I don't think I've got my normal JML team, so if I just pop another one in. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, I guess. Qui-Gon. I actually feel we can do the very bold Jabba solo. Just for the fact that there's no Cam there to put Armor Shred on. And then Enoch. We've got Kenobi. Yeah, and I don't think any of these are terrible. I mean, probably the one that's a little bit sketchy is Raver, but what was the Raver Cron? Healers? But we're going to try and kill via Deathmark anyway, so there shouldn't be revives or anything. Okay, let's give it a go. We'll actually start with that with the Raver. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that spooked me out on Twitch. For some reason, I can't actually send messages to Twitch right now. I hadn't spotted it before, otherwise I would have made a point about it. Right, so Gungans. 1, 2, 3. Is there anything with protection I can spare? I'm not entirely sure I want to spare it. I don't really want to give away an attacker cron either, so it's like, I think I'd rather just wing it without. Alright, the shield's down. We're down. Okay. I'll try and persist, but we need the shield stay up. I am disappointed there, let's say that. My hope was we could get someone out before the shield went down, but nope. And I don't think a Datacron would have played much there anyway. Okay. So that removes the Jabba solo out of the equation. Let's just go battle, loss, confirm. We'll move Jabba up to Raver. And Qui-Gon. I suppose we could Bane that. Actually, I could Bane here, to be honest. That would... When I think about it, Bane was actually the safer first choice. Okay, and then Qui-Gon will stick to just doing Jabba. I think I will put Set in, that might be helpful. And again, we've got some anti-revive stuff in here, so hopefully that'll counteract the DC. Right, just do that. There we go. Fairly straightforward. 35. Unnecessary banner drop, though. I mean, if I lose the round, I can pin it on that quite easily. I mean, obviously I could go for Ahsoka originally, but that was kind of a necessary drop, if you like, whereas this one was unnecessary. It should be fairly smooth sailing from here, though, in terms of... I don't think there are many more bumps in the road, if you want to call them that. I can ignore taunt, so I'm just going to go that. Come on, we'll put some birds up. Let's get rid of that. Alright, that will do nothing, but... oh well. There we go, have at it. Shield down. Time for some Gungan beating. Everyone has to have a hobby. $54. Okay. You know, I'm thinking about the Gungans, right? And this is where I can see why Colosseum has its benefit. Because with that team, we wouldn't use the Gungans until, like, Jar Jar comes out properly. I mean, okay, there was some uses against, like, Seppies and those kind of things. But it was only really when the final one came out, it was like, okay, this team can actually do something. You know, and then Jar Jar just put the icing on the cake. And it's where, you know, you get Boss Nass to begin with, and it's like, well, what am I doing with you? So it's where I can see Colosseum being useful in the sense that it's like a little playground for you to learn the kits and the characters. But the issue is, like, say we took Boss Nass in isolation. Let me just pull him up, because obviously I've used mine and just beat theirs. There we go, Boss Nass. Use the first one we got. Basic. What is the level 1 basic? Okay, so we get inflict offense down on target enemy. Call another random Gungan ally to assist. Let's assume we got the Gungans like we've had these. So, you know, that'd be alright. We'd call an assist. Recovers 30% protection. Again, decent. Gains 10% max protection. Again, decent for, like, Colosseum. Until the end of the encounter, inflicts vulnerable on target enemy for 1 turn. So there's a lot of good stuff on, even on a level 1 ability there. I think that's where the current Colosseum run's gone bad. The fact that the level 1's been very mediocre. I mean, if we go here, look at Luke. It's basic by comparison. Deals special damage to target enemy, and this attack has high damage variance. No wonder people are a little bit annoyed. Including myself. It's like, you're giving us nothing to work with. It's a very boring basic without other levels. I think it only really gets interesting at max level. So, again, it's a 1-to-1 comparison that, but my point is, I can see examples like the Gungans where it's going to be good to have Colosseum and have this chance to play around with the full faction before they're all released. But I also think when you're doing a release like this where you've got marquees that have no synergy together and you're not even giving us abilities that kind of got a bit of juice to them early on, it's very lackluster. Again, I'm trying to be respectful in the sense that I can see what the vision was, really. It's just, it was a bad era to try and release it. You'd like to think they know that and they're sort of thinking ahead. Alright, increase Tarkin's cooldowns, decrease Nihilus some more. Increase cooldowns. And yeah, just for good measure, goodbye. I am pretty sure Tarkin could nuke me if he wanted. Alright, I did miss my chance to reduce Nihilus then. Alright, let's do it this time. Alright, so we're going to get an Annihilate this coming turn. Just a little late there. You know what? I'm not going to use it this turn. There we go. Let's Savage have the kill. And even though it's overkill, bye-bye. 57. So far, I have not had any regrets using this team as my counter. I mean, I feel like the Datacron gives it the survivability to get through. Maybe we didn't need it, but I feel like it's just that added insurance. So yeah, no regrets so far. It just gives me that little buffer while I've got time to build them up. 799, 775. I feel like we've got the advantage. Alright, I don't want to be wasting that right now. Alright, let's slam the ground. Bit of doubt. It's just dawned on me, this is not the right team anyway. I should have gone for Revan lead. Oh well. I think it wins still, but it's just the less banner friendly. I forgot that you do these in 5s and Revan in 3. Oh, you little git. Okay, I didn't really want to fear them, but I thought it stops the Great Mothers taking a turn. Come on, can I get at them a little bit? Oh, that's... yeah, yuck. Come on, give me a chance to get her. There we go. Okay, so we could still lose Raven. Hopefully Malik can get out of this spot. Oh well. Full auto. Let's see if Malik's got it in him to solo these two. Yeah, I held my hands up. This was my fault, obviously. I should have remembered my counters. I think in my head I was trying to overkill, but I didn't need to overkill, I just needed to do what works. Heck, I could have probably done Darth Revan and Malgus with Malik. You know, I could have just swapped the lead. Bastla's the one usually going in, but my point being I probably could have afforded to just swap the lead and I'd have been fine. We're not even landing shock, so it's just making it hard to get her down. Alright, there's a shock. Healing immunities. It's already gone. Great. Minute 40, I'm not seeing this as a win. I mean, it can be cleaned up, but again, I've made a boo-boo. That's the annoying thing, how she can recover protection. I mean, I know it's shock, but still irritating. It's like, come on, I'm trying to just get you down and you're constantly finding ways of recovering your health and protection. You're right, love. Okay, duck. Hey. Gonna say, give me a... I'll talk in a minute, okay? Alright. So I need to clean up here. That was absolutely idiotic of me. Loss. Got the Great Mothers at least, but still. It's an unnecessary drop. Yeah, do that. They should be fine. Put a DC on just for the fact that I feel like I might need it just to help me out here. Alright, can we get over there? It feels kind of important to get Spirit out. Out of the two, she feels like the one that will wreak havoc if I don't stop her. But I also want Thrall to get a turn, but I don't think he will. Yeah, oh well. 34. Alright, Raver here. They get a ton of turn me to kick off. Yeah, they will take turns. Just felt a bit awkward then, saying that. Obviously, Raver goes first, so it impacts it. Alright, DI. Let's just get rid of the first fin. Deathmark, we can get rid of the second. Zori's just put a target on the back, that's very helpful. Always good to know what direction to go in. And Finn does the same. Alright, 55. Very nice when they point in the direction for you with Raver. Alright. Bat Wall. See what B1. Thankfully, what's her name? Jocosta's back to her usual self. We haven't got to worry about that. Let's just do that. It's a bit of a surprise, really, that B1 can't shake off that captive. I suppose it's with being locked, but still a bit odd, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to relink because I feel like getting Jocasta linked is now more beneficial than Mace. Originally it was more just I wanted Whittle down his pool, but I think we're going to be fine. Alright, what's having a pounding? Granny's got a gun. Yeah, I figured he'd go there. But, I gotta say, we get our revenge. The Revenge of the Sith, 54. Would have been nice to get more banners, but hey, it's a one-shot. Okay, JML. Yeah, I was kind of hoping the foresight would help there. Alright, a bit of blind on our side. Okay, thinking file this on the list of things that could be annoying. Stun him. Thank you. Right, have that, Luke. Well, young Luke. And you have that, Yoda. We haven't really got banner recovery here, but we can try and make it as pretty as we can, I guess. 55. Alright, we'll stick with the Jabba solo plan. Naturally, Anakin's the one that could be annoying here. But we just hope to get our ult charge built up fast, get Anakin out, and then we recover banners. Although saying that, if we can blind him so he can't actually land a hit on us, that's a bonus. Alright, we've got an ult in nearly a minute. Looking promising. It's not the quickest of battles, but I do find this a good banner efficient one. You know, you can just go for Anakin straight away because he's a GL, and yeah, it's very hard for them to nick banners. Kiadi's the problem if he's there, because Armor Shred just means Anakin can get you down quicker. It's where I find GAC very odd at the moment, because, like, I faced a Jabba today. I didn't nick banners off me. Yeah, I feel like it's odd using it on offense in a situation like this. So, by the way, I should have taken it off auto. So yeah, it's one of those where I do completely feel justified in having Jabro on offense, but then I also think to myself, well, is this really a good use of him? I don't know. Right, bye-bye Qui-Gon. 59. Got our points back. Well, a couple. Alright. Ithano, that was Saul, wasn't it? Go on, let's see how this goes, because it should be fun, if not good. Attackacron, let's see what it can do. Yeah, I was right about that. The fact that it go for the trooper. Worthless guy. Alright, nest down. Wow. Ideally we get Hondo now. There we go. Sweet. 57. Very smooth. And then we just do JMK. Right, nice and straightforward. I'm probably wrong that Knight's the one that nicks the banners, but I figure let's go for him. Yeah, 57. Didn't need the ult. Alright, let's log those before I forget. 59. I'm pretty sure that was 57. And I'm certain that was 57. Okay, can close that down for the stream. Right. Profundity Exacta Leviathan? I feel like this is definitely filed under taking unnecessary risks. Alright, put some concussion mines down. Go on, we'll do that. Pop that there. Okay, the fact that that's going for Fury class is a bit annoying. I assume Defender's going to come out in a minute. It's going okay. Touch awkward spot right now, I'm not gonna lie. Just drop banners I probably shouldn't have dropped. Look, Chimera goes. Okay, so they didn't have Iden. That's not bad. But yeah, that was a muck-up from me draft, so definitely add better Grand Arenas, but I'm doing okay. Hopefully you're doing okay. Yeah, I said that I knew I was taking a gamble by bringing no reinforcements, but I was like, well, it's an extra banner, but I'll probably drop more not bringing the reinforcement. Yeah, 72. This one's definitely a 77. Like, it would have to be a major misplay on my side to not get 77. Right, I'm going to do what I did last time, just go for Anakin. Alright, a little bit awkward that, because even though it had the intended effect, kind of, with Unending Loyalty, we still haven't got Anakin down into his second life yet. There we go, he's in it now. And bye-bye. It was just a touch awkward. It wasn't, like, terrible, just didn't feel good. Right, so this is Clone Sarge. Wow, okay. Not what I would have had on my bingo card to come out. Right, nice and straightforward for Prof. Let's pass that to Outrider. Oh, that was a bad dodge. Let me take this out. Very awkward that we dodged that last attack from Outrider. There we go. 77. And then Empire Bounty Hunters. I'll play it safe. I feel like I've gambled once already, so we'll have a reinforcement. Hopefully that gets us 76. Right, so that's Ray down. Bold? Is there a counter I'm unaware of? Right, I've not seen it. Good to hear a warning, just in the sense of better to know than not know, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that felt pretty straightforward. Alright, so I dropped 3 battles and I still got 2014, so that is a positive. I was fairly efficient, shall we say. I feel like if you get over 2,000, you've been okay. You know, you want probably 2030, 2040 to feel good. But yeah, 2,000 plus, I feel like at least I haven't covered myself in shame. So yeah, I'm like, okay, it's not bad. I need a hold though. I say I need a hold. I need a couple of holds, but I'm not sure I get them. I mean, it was said by Maul earlier, I need a attacker Chron ideally for Ray to make that awkward. I feel like Aiden will at least put people off doing Bo-Katan there. If anyone uses Trail like I do on Tarkin, that's a slam dunk. I mean, I might as well show it on here. I am curious how that does, because there's no ult, so there's no revive, but I am intrigued if it draws something that maybe normally wouldn't be drawn. But yeah, the rest are... saying that I've got the Pokron there, that could catch someone out. We'll have to see, won't we? How am I feeling for the World Cup draw for England? I'm okay with it. I'm going to say I would have preferred not have Croatia. They're slightly concerning. But I think it's Panama and... I'm trying to think of the other one was... Panama and... oh, Ghana. So yeah, they should be okay. I mean, we beat Panama in 2018 and Ghana. I don't recall us facing Ghana, but they should be reasonable for us. I did see Canada's draw. Yeah, I actually thought yours was a winnable group. I don't remember offhand, but I remember looking and thinking, all right, Canada have got a chance in that group. I thought you got more chance than Scotland had with Brazil. Yeah, I mean, Switzerland, they aren't pushover, so that'll be tricky, but you should be beating Qatar. Yeah, Italy will be the awkward one, but how I view it, Italy, the fact that they didn't qualify automatically is a sign that they aren't how they always have been, if you like. So, you stand a chance. Yeah, and Wales, again, I think it's a case of Wales, they aren't what they were a few years ago when they had Gareth Bale. They might be still okay. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be jumping up and down to face them, but I wouldn't be scared either. Right, YouTube side, I'm going to end the stream here. On Twitch, I'm going to carry on for a little bit, just doing some Marvel snaps. So, if I can find my doohickey that lets me end different parts of the stream, I'm going to do that because that would be very nice. If not, then I might just end the entire stream. Where is it? There it is. Right, there we go. So, YouTube, thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night now. So, I'll see you then. All right.